My name is Dave Hanner, and I'm Senior National Channel Manager here at Granite. I'm here today with Mark Palmer, our Director of Business Development. Welcome, Mark.
Thanks, Dave.
So Mark, you've been in the channel with us now for a little while. What's the biggest misconception you've heard from all the partners about Granite these days?
I think the biggest thing that I hear is that Granite's just a pots company. You know, for over the last 10 years, we've added products that not just pots, but it doesn't seem to get out there to the channel.
Right. I think part of the problem is we've been known as a pots company for the better part of 10 years, and we've recently developed into some other products. Could you expand a little bit on some of the other products for us?
We've been wholesaling broadband services nationwide. So every cable provider, every major DSL provider, and all the small ones as well, we've been able to wholesale their access. And speaking of access, outside of that, since 2011, we've offered any type of fiber, copper, Ethernet, gig, wave circuits, whether it's private, whether it's layer 2, point-to-point, MPLS, just dedicated internet circuits. We've built our own network to support that and roll out our own DIA circuits as well. And I think in the last couple years, with the advent of SD-WAN, we've had a lot of home runs with partners in being able to get diverse carriers, diverse medium, and a single point of contact, and a single team to manage everything.
Fantastic. I know that from talking to some of our partners, their sweet spot these days is the access pipes from 10 meg to 100 meg. And what they're doing is they're coupling that with the SD-WAN that you just mentioned. So I understand Granite's got 4 different platforms that we use for that. Can you explain why we decided to go that route?
Definitely. If you think about it, not every platform is made the same. And some have different strengths and different weaknesses, different cost points. And Granite as a company has always looked out to make sure that we're delivering what our customers, our end users need. Sure. And because of that, we want to have the different options available for each of their needs. For that reason, we've partnered with Cisco and their iWAN product, Meraki, VeloCloud, as well as TeleIP.
Great. Now, how does your team figure out which one of the platforms that they particularly want to use for a client?
The best way is a conversation with the end user. We have a team of engineers that will hop on any call and allow us to dig deep onto what applications are important to the customer, if it's price that's most important, if they need packet by packet delivery or they just want failover. And using all of that information, we pick what solution is going to fit best for their needs.
Fantastic. I agree. I've had some of the best success with your team when we were able to get the partner to get us engaged with the client. Is there anything you think that the partner should be able to bring to us on the initial go-around before we get on that call with the client? Do we need invoices, bandwidth requirements, pain points? Like, what would you be looking for from the partner?
The best things that we can have early is a footprint of locations. The earlier we can pre-qual sites, the more quickly we can get real information back to the customer. So if we have a head start on pre-qualing for all these different access providers that we've been talking about, it's going to allow us to deliver a solution more quickly once we've actually engaged with the customer or engaged with the right ideas of what they're trying to get to.
Sure. And one last question, Mark. A couple of the platforms you mentioned are kind of on-site type of SD-WANs, and then other ones are fully managed. So I'm assuming that Granite has a methodology to manage these SD-WANs too and keep an eye on the network?
Yep. We built a NOC to support our voice platform. Something we haven't talked about yet is the fact that we've built out a nationwide network of POPs, not just for DIA, but we have voice gateways in Chicago, New York, Dallas, and LA. And that allows us to give true voice over IP to any of our customers from our own platform. Because of that, and to manage that network, we built out a NOC. Now that NOC is staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by Granite employees. We don't outsource it. They're all based in the US. And that expertise is used to help manage and monitor and maintain our customer networks as well.
Now, do these people that are in the NOC, do they have to maintain any type of certifications or educational standards?
Yep. We have Granite University, which basically a path to promotion. So people who work on our broadband repair team that want to move into our NOC, they can take their Cisco certifications internally here at Granite and basically get a path to a better career. And so those people are all Cisco, CCENT, or higher certification.
Fantastic. Well, Mark, thank you for joining me today. Appreciate your time. Hope you'll come back.
Thanks, Dave.